right, we are out for a walk today, and we're going to bring you along with us because we're going to share some of the things that we did not expect when we moved to Summerville, South Carolina.
Yeah.
Nothing scary though.
No, and I mean, no matter how much research you do, there's still going to be things that surprise you from moving here. Like, hello, geese everywhere.
All right, so here's another surprise, I guess, thing we did not expect. We kind of knew it was going to happen, but it's even more than we thought. We are outside all the time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
All the time.
Well, in South Carolina, averages 216 days of sunshine. So, you know, you can ride your bike. You can go on a kayak. You can go on a boat. You can go to the beach. I mean, you're spending a lot of time outside.
Yeah, it's almost like you think, oh, it's another pretty day. I better get out there because somebody's going to be out there.
Right.
I don't want to waste the opportunity because look there's the runners, there's the joggers. I got to get out there and go for a walk. Let me grab the dog. It's amazing how much you're just like doing it every single day. You're like, yeah, went for a walk, went for a bike ride.
And you're not waiting for the weather to get better to do something. You're like, well, the weather's going to be different from 1 hour to the next, so let's just roll with it.
Yeah, and look at our skies. Like, it's not
overcast.
Yeah, but it's not cold.
But you know, if we get soaked, we'll dry off.
It's
it's as simple as that.
Again, it's not cold.
And we're spending way more time outside now that we're here. It's amazing. We have a porch in our backyard that overlooks a pond, and there's trees beyond that. You know, we had a nice patio in our previous house, but I was always having to work on the backyard. Like, we're here, I just get to sit outside and enjoy it and watch the wildlife. We've seen squirrels and armadillos and geese and birds we can't even pronounce the names of.
We got to get a book.
Yeah, we need to join the Audubon Society, figure out what birds are visiting us.
It's fun because we're not just like out there on our phones. We're like out there hanging out. Yeah. Like, you know, looking around and yeah, just
or bringing the binocular. You know, I've never brought binoculars out to my backyard before, yes. But I'm like, we got to get a closer look at that.
Did not expect that.
Very weird.
Obviously, today is an exception, but being a West Coast girl, I never thought I would see as pretty of a sunset as I did on the West Coast. That is something I did not expect because they are stunning here.
Oh, and I got like sunset pictures in my camera roll. It's like, I wasn't taking pictures of the sky in California.
And the clouds, like, again, today is not really a good example, but we'll show you pictures of other days. The white puffy clouds,
oh,
it's unbelievable. You're just like, what?
When the sunsets do happen, I mean, it's like a Bob Ross painting, you know? I just get all mellow and I'm like, pretty little trees. It's amazing. I love it. And I'm telling you, frogs, ducks, geese.
Better scary.
Yeah, we got it all. You know, I've only seen one alligator since we moved, but if I had my dog outside, I would not let him near the water. And just watch your six when you're out by any body of water, for sure.
Remember, we were walking into a restaurant and I was texting some family and friends about seeing a gator. And they were like, run. And I was like, no, he's just silently judging me from his spot, giving me the side eye. You leave them alone, they leave you alone.
Yeah,
but
they're very aloof.
let us know in the comments if you've seen a gator, either on a visit or if you've been around here. But they're not as, like, maybe it's because of where we live, but they're not as, like, everywhere as... You've been told.
As they lead you to believe. Yeah. Okay, and speaking of wildlife, here's a GenX fun fact. Thank you. Oh, thank you. You know, I'm like James Brown at one of his concerts. I'm in the midst of performing.
No, total funny story. Totally not related. We were out for a walk the other day, and he was sweating, and he says, "Are you sweating?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he goes, Where? And I said, all the usual parts.
Yeah, when I sweat, it's obvious, and people are like, does he need a defibrillator?
Is he going to blow? Is he going to incinerate?
Yeah. Am I going to turn to a liquid? But this one, she's sweating in parts unknown. So, get that going for you. Okay, speaking of critters,
Hang on.
it was a movie that came out in 1981 on May 26th. There was a critter, but not of this earth. Any guesses?
A botanist? Was he a botanist?
Maybe.
Yeah, long finger.
Yeah, with a healing touch like a doctor.
Amblin Entertainment, E.T. Phone Home.
You got it.
Yeah, baby.
E.T. Home Phone.
E.T. Phone Home.
And for those of you, a phone was something we used to communicate. I had a wire on it,
Slam down.
and it was plugged into the wall.
Man, I missed that.
Yeah.
Slamming down a phone.
Yeah.
And even just doing this.
No,
Like
we, you can tell how old somebody is. Our generation does this. The kids do this.
Yeah.
Or if you say, roll down a window, Gen Xers do this. The kids today, this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
The
ridiculous.
stick shift scares them to death. Like, what do I do with that?
Yeah, if you never want your car stolen, get a stick shift. You'll thank me later. Well, and I'll tell you one thing that I wasn't expecting. It rains sideways. We've got a porch in the backyard, and every time the furniture that's under the roof is wet. So explain that to me. There's like ninja rain in South Carolina.
Maybe it's because of where we are between North Carolina and Georgia, how we're tucked in sideways.
Yeah.
It does not come straight up and down. And being from the West Coast, I'm used to it being cold when it rains. It ain't cold when it rains.
No.
Not here. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. And it's not cold. So it's like, I'm used to like, oh, it's rainy day. We're going to bake and we're going to watch movies.
We're
in
gonna
our
tuck in.
fuzzy socks.
Yeah.
No, it's like,
It's like business as usual. Get out there.
for real, does not stop anybody. Although the hurricanes, everybody kind of tucked in for the hurricanes.
Yeah, the hurricanes will make you pause.
But that was it. And we have had plenty of rain since then. But like you'll be in church or you'll be in the grocery and you'll just hear it coming down.
Yeah, and it comes down hard too.
Yeah.
But then like 15 minutes later,
Sun's out.
we're done with that.
What else have you got?
And it's amazing how many car washes they have here, because when are you washing your car? It's raining half the time. God's doing it for me.
So one of the things that I did not expect was like if I'm posting on social about, the geese or out on a dog walk or I don't know, a dinner that we've had by the water or something, people kind of look at that and they're like, oh, wow, they're doing really good. Or, oh, wow, it's really pretty. And yes, all of that is true, but it's kind of like, that's as far as they go.
Yeah, they kind of, I don't want to say check out, but they figure, well, I don't need to call or text them because I'm getting the inside scoop from the pictures and the video, but we miss you guys.
Yeah, we didn't expect them to be like, that's as far as they're gonna go. Like that's just kind of like, well, I saw you on social, so, and it's like, yeah, but you don't know why what we were celebrating, or you don't know. Yeah.
And we're not going to post things that we're struggling with. So for those of you that we know from back home, we're reaching out to you saying you can call, you can text.
Yeah.
And we'll tell you the real story.
And we're not going to like drama dump, but like, sometimes there's a backstory that is not appropriate for social.
Right.
Obviously. Right. I didn't expect that. I thought it would be a segue to them going, what? Where are you?
Right.
Oh my gosh, tell me more.
Yeah, they would ask more questions.
Yeah.
Right? Well, and I mean, the plus side of that is it's required us to seek out friends from here, so our neighbors, our church community.
I didn't expect that. We have friends that are lifers, right? Everybody does.
Right.
And then there's people that are like colleagues or your neighbor or whatever, but like you have to keep putting yourself out there.
Yep.
To see, are they somebody that could be a lifer?
Yeah, the people here, it's like, are they going to stick? Are they an acquaintance? What's the level of friendship? So we're navigating those waters currently.
And we are not willing to sacrifice our Achilles heel to learn how to play pickleball.
No.
To make friends.
Yeah.
We'll go watch y'all.
Yeah, we may not have a lot of common interests with the people that we're meeting, but we are trying.
Yeah.
We just don't want to get injured being friends with people.
Yeah, I mean, you know, and you just have to get creative. Like there's these two ladies that, you know, I'm texting, we're friends, blah, blah, blah. And instead of like, oh, let's meet for lunch, I was like, do you want to just go for a walk?
Yeah.
And they were like, yes, that would be great. So
yeah, because why wouldn't you out here? It's
yeah,
beautiful.
it's just an easy way to, you know,
Catch up.
Yeah, get to know somebody without having to be like, we're on like a date lunch
who's
or
gonna
something.
Pay?
Yeah, it's like,
would it
let's
be
just go
weird
for
if
a
I
walk.
ordered a second dessert?
Yeah. So
You know.
didn't expect to have to get creative with some of the friendship stuff, but you know, it's a worthy endeavor. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
So one of the things that we also didn't expect but totally love, right? We're realtors, so we're driving all around anyway.
Yep.
But when people come to visit, and people will come to visit.
Yes, ma'am.
We've had more than 1 month where we've had multiple visitors within that month.
Right.
And it's lovely. We love hosting. It's just, it's a beautiful thing because you want to show off your area.
Yeah, we've been able to explore like Charleston and Beaufort.
Yeah, because everybody has a different vibe. Some of our friends and family are foodies. Some of them wanted to see the beaches.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them had already done Charleston. They were like, yeah, we've already done Charleston a bunch. So we, like you said, went to Beaufort. Some people want to come out and go north. They want to go up to Myrtle Beach and that.
Yeah, I mean, one set of friends, we did antique shops in Summerville, and it's like, we wouldn't do that on our own, but
yeah,
it was fun to do with them.
Yeah, and so, you know, every visitor gets you to like tap into like, okay, what do they want to see? And then you get to be like a little mini tour guide,
Right.
and fall back in love with the area that you moved to. So
Right. Yeah.
that was an added bonus because I don't want to be one of those people that's like, okay, if you're going to go to Charleston, ride this trolley, go eat at this place,
Right.
and make sure you know, shop at XYZ. Like, they're coming to visit us,
Yeah.
right? And
You
we're
don't- yeah.
honored. So we want to make sure that, yes, even if we have gone to the Charleston tours and been on the trolleys or gone to Beaufort before, we're still doing stuff that we are experiencing for the first time again.
Right. Yeah. Getting a fresh look at it from their perspective.
Yeah.
Well, and here's the other thing that I wasn't expecting is that we moved to a newer community, and you know,
Yeah.
you're worried about like, well, how am I going to fit in with the, you know, people that were born and raised here? But what we were surprised to find out is that most of the people are from somewhere else.
Yes, big time.
You know, they're from New Jersey, they're from Maryland,
Yeah.
they're from Florida.
I will say this though, I volunteer at a memory care facility, and some of the people in there are lifelong Charleston, Southern South Carolina people. Their accent is beautiful. So when I meet somebody out and about who's not in the memory care facility, and I recognize that really soft, sweet South Carolina accent, I'm like, oh, and they'll usually tell you like the best, you know, beach to go to with no tourism, the best barbecue that you might not have had yet. Like they've always got nuggets for you.
Well, now that we're here, I try to say, I do declare, as much as I possibly can. I want to fit in, you know?
There's a community here in Cane Bay where we reside, and it's called Tidewater. But we don't say Tidewater.
No.
We say Tidewater.
Tidewater.
Tidewater. Every time we drive by the sign, Tidewater.
Tidewater.
You have to do that. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
It's a
if
must.
you're moving here, you're moving to the south. Come
Yes.
on. So yeah, there's a lot that we did not expect about living here in the South, more specifically Summerville, but it's totally 100% worth it. Like, you know, what is
Yeah,
it called?
like-
First world problems.
Right.
This is obviously not exclusive to just us. We would love it if you are thinking about moving to this area. We'd love to be the ones that you reach out to. Dan and Angel, 843-900-6869. We are with the Elevate team at EXP, and we are your local experts. We can walk you through this process start to finish, and and then we'll wait for your video
Right, yeah.
on everything that you did not expect.
Right.
When you
and
move here.
just keep in mind that the windshield is always bigger than the rearview mirror.
For
so
sure.
the idea is move forward, explore,
Yeah.
and do it even if you're scared.
Yeah.
Do
We
the
never
hard
quite know how much sand is at the top of the hourglass. Remember that show, The Days of Our Lives? Like sands through the hourglass. So we all know what's at the bottom, right? We know what that is, but we don't know what the top looks like. So
Yep.
go big or go home, or go big and call this place home. Either way.
Play in your sandbox.
Yeah, exactly. We'll see you next week.
All right. See ya.